Hi everyone, this is Jerry and this is another live Blitz game. I just put a seek out for a 3-minute and 5-minute game for 1900 plus players. Okay, this is a game against a guy that's 1967. Let's try the Polish opening. I haven't played this before. He seems to already be in pre-move mode. Yeah, this is the extent of my knowledge, by the way, for the Polish opening. b4, bishop b2. That's it. Alright, so let's try and get all my pieces out. Eventually this pawn is going to find itself under fire after the pawn moves, so might as well do that now. It's sort of like a King's Indian setup here. Get this type of move in. I believe I take, or maybe I go for like a double fianchetto. Let's try this. So this is a 3-minute game that we're playing here. So he's ready to win a pawn. I guess I'll take right now. Bishop here. Eventually I'll have a pawn push. If he takes with his knight, I have to worry about knight here. Not so sure I'm worried about this. Alright, so there's pressure here in conjunction with knight here, but I'll be able to castle in time if he were to play a move like that. Knight g4 castle, and I'm protecting f2 just in time. So maybe knight here. Knight here, now my bishop is able to exert pressure on the position. Now c4 would probably be a purposeful move, striking in the center and taking advantage that this pawn is pinned from moving or capturing as a result of this bishop being unprotected. So probably just retreat here. He has pressure against this pawn. That's fairly easily prevented. Like if I wanted to just release the pressure here, I could play here, I think. So maybe knight here, pawn push, pawn c4. A lot of different pawn choices. h3, I think h3. I'm not so sure I like having this this knight here. Or maybe, yeah, let's kick this knight out of here. Maybe he'll end up taking. Takes, and then I'll be in a pin for a little bit. Alright, and now we'll go with this, taking advantage of this pin. Just trying to break down his center. Sort of a It's like the hypermodern approach. You give your opponent the center, and then you try and use it against them. You strike at that center. So maybe pawn push here to here, try and open up the A file. My bishop is... I think both of my bishops are functioning pretty well here. I think let's see. I think I still continue with this. If he takes, I recapture with my knight. Do I capture him or allow him to capture me? Let's go with this. I don't want my king to be vulnerable to checks. If he pushes, I could take this knight. He might do pawn push. Or no, pawn push, I could take this knight. My pawn right here is unprotected as a result of this pin on my f2 pawn, so I have to watch out for that. Alright, take here. At least I'm opening up this. Queen here, it's opposite the king, it's opposite the queen is unprotected. If here, I don't have to react to the pawn attacking my knight just yet. So what to do? Push here? I think this is sensible. Yeah, here and then here. So it seems like I'm blocking in my bishop, but this move is actually made with a deeper meaning. I'm actually intending on coming here. Yeah. So this pawn could be very annoying from this square, and it could always push forward. If this capture does occur, I could always push forward here at some point. Actually, I'm threatening to win a pawn, so this is actually a very aggressive move. I have an open file here. Oh, he missed that. I could just win this pawn. Yeah. He's in rough shape. Yeah, that was just a blunder there. Alright, so how to win this game? I think I just grabbed this guy. Yeah. So, alright, I'm up material. It's just a matter of winning the game from here. Yeah. So actually, where did the mistake occur? b4, again, this is right there's the extent of my knowledge in this opening. b4, bishop b2. And he was in pre-move mode. That b6 came like automatically. He was going to play that no matter what I played as my first move. So this move was just made to, eventually he was going to come under fire, and what I kind of have here is a King's Indian sort of setup. I'm not sure if this was the correct recapture. If I just back up, I think maybe taking with the pawn might be a good choice as well. Having another pawn, like a knight pawn, become a bishop pawn, that way that bishop pawn can contribute to controlling central squares as a result. So castle, castle. Knight here I think was important. If I don't play here, he might be able to push forward. And then once it's here, I always have to worry about the pawn coming here, so capture. I made that knight move so my bishop could come out. Just back up. The knight was attacking my bishop. And right here, this was actually a point where I had like a few different choices. I was thinking maybe knight here, pawn here, pawn here. This seems like an automatic move at some point, but I thought it was best to kick that knight first, so. Yeah, and in this position, I think it's better to take on this square, have him recapture, and then go forth with the recapture of this pawn here. Because if I were to take right here now, he could take, I have to recapture, my king is then susceptible to checks along this diagonal, so I want to avoid that. And maybe here this was necessary. I don't think it's, well no, that's right, this pawn is still hanging, so he had to do something about this. So this knight is actually very well placed. And this turned out to be the winner right here, pretty much, this combo of my knight and queen focusing on f7. So I'm not sure what else to really be doing as black here. He has to worry about the defense of this pawn. His major pieces are tied down to the defense of this pawn, so maybe pawn here at some point, but right now it's no good because my queen is opposite it. So maybe queen here might have been better. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think I'm in a better position here. And after my knight comes here, I believe he has to take, and after recapture, it's equal material. He has a passed pawn. I still have moves like pawn here, at some point maybe opening up this diagonal at a favorable point, but he ended up just blundering. Bishop there was just a blunder. He probably had to maybe defend like this, or just take my knight. So after queen takes, that was the end of the game. But I hope you got something out of this game, and as always, comments and questions are appreciated. Thanks so much. Bye.